Your Excellency, Mr. Li Shulei, distinguished leaders, ministers, diplomatic envoys to China, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good morning. In the beautiful season of autumn, in the picturesque water town of Wuzhen in Zhejiang Province, it is a great pleasure to gather with all of you here to participate in the 2023 World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit. The theme of this summit is creating an inclusive and resilient digital world beneficial to all, building a community with a shared future in cyberspace. Today, we have guests from over 100 countries and regions around the world attending the summit. Here, on behalf of the World Internet Conference, I extend a warm welcome to all the distinguished guests. The Chinese government attaches great importance to the conference. Mr. Xi Jinping, General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee and the President of People's Republic of China, sent a video message to the conference. Mr. Li Shulei, member of the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee and Minister of the Publicity Department, will deliver a keynote speech. Now let's welcome the video message from His Excellency Mr. Xi Jinping, General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee and President of the People's Republic of China, to deliver a video speech. Distinguished guests, friends, good morning. It is a great pleasure to attend the 2023 World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit and join you in celebrating the 10th anniversary of the summit. On behalf of the Chinese government and the people, as well as in my own name, I extend warm congratulations on the opening of the summit and sincere greetings to all of you. In 2014, we gathered in Wuzhen with like-minded friends from around the world to launch the World Internet Conference. At the opening ceremony of the Second World Internet Conference in 2015, I put forward 4 principles and a 5-point proposal for global internet development and governance, and call for building a community with a shared future in cyberspace. This vision has been widely recognized and echoed by the international community and is being translated into reality through concrete action over the past decade. The World Internet Conference has served as a platform for global internet exchanges and cooperation. Through dialogue and consultation, many understandings have been reached. Through practical cooperation, practical gains in concept, consensus, technology, and cooperation have been made and widely shared, thus contributing to building a peaceful, secure, open, cooperative, and orderly cyberspace, and injecting more positive energy into global internet development and governance. This world today is gripped by transformation and turbulence. Momentous changes as seen in the century are taking place at a faster pace. In this day and age, our generation faces the challenges of addressing the development deficit and security dilemma, and ensuring mutual learning between civilizations. For this purpose, I have put forward the Global Development Initiative, the Global Security Initiative, and the Global Civilization Initiative. As the Internet becomes a new driving force of development, a new frontier of ensuring security, and a new platform for inter-civilizational exchanges, the building of a community with a shared future in cyberspace is a natural choice in answering the call of times and the common aspiration of the international community. Going forward, we need to deepen exchanges and practical cooperation and jointly advance our efforts to build a community with a shared future in cyberspace. 构建更加普惠繁荣的网络空间，抓住新一轮科技革命和产业变革的新机遇，深化数字领域国际交流合作，加速科技成果转化，释放数字经济发展新动能，加快信息化服务普及，缩小数字鸿沟，在互联网发展中保障和改善民生，让更多国家和人民共享互联网发展成果。我们倡导安危与共，构建更加和平安全的网络空间，尊重网络主权，尊重各国的互联网发展道路和治理模式，遵守网络空间国际规则，不搞网络霸权，秉持共同安全理念，不搞网络空间阵营对抗和军备竞赛，深化网络安全务实合作，有力打击网络违法犯罪行为，加强数据安全和个人信息保护，妥善应对科技发展带来的规则冲突、社会风险、伦理挑战。为此，我国提出全球人工智能治理倡议，我们愿同各方携手落实，促进人工智能安全发展。我们倡导文明互鉴，构建更加平等包容的网络空间，发挥互联网优势，加强网上交流对话，促进各国人民相知相亲，推动不同文明包容共生，更好弘扬全人类共同价值，加强网络文明建设，促进优质网络文化产品生产传播，充分展示人类优秀文明成果，积极推动文明传承发展，共同建设网上精神家园。女士们、先生们、朋友们，信息革命时代潮流浩荡前行，网络空间承载着人类对美好未来的无限憧憬。让我们携起手来，构建网络空间命运共同体，让互联网更好造福世界各国人民，共同创造人类更加美好的未来。预祝2023年世界互联网大会乌镇峰会圆满成功。谢谢大家。
Thank you for President Xi Jinping's video message. President Xi's message video provides a profound and forward-thinking perspective, offering scientific guidance and direction for building a community with a shared future in cyberspace. President Xi has been personally involved in the conference for 10 consecutive years, whether by attending in person, deliver video speech, or sending congratulatory letters. His presence in the form of a video message, especially on this significant 10th anniversary of the conference, reflects his deep commitment and warm regards for the World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit. Once again, thank you for President Xi Jinping's video message. Next, let's hear the keynote speech from His Excellency Mr. Li Shulin, member of the Political Bureau of the CPC Central Committee and head of the Publicity Department. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, friends, it's my great pleasure to meet you here at the beautiful city Wuzhen for 2023 WIC, and this is also the 10th anniversary of WIC. Here, I would like to extend a warm congratulations on the convening of WIC Wuzhen Summit and a warm welcome to all the distinguished guests. And for all the friends, both old and new, online and on-site, I would like to express my sincere gratitude. President Xi Jinping places a high emphasis on WIC. Each session, he sent his congratulations on WIC in different forms. He shared Chinese views, Chinese proposals for the global internet governance and development. Just now, His Excellency President Xi Jinping sent a video speech for WIC, fully recognizing all the achievements in the past 10 years, scientifically analyzing the new forms and new requirements in the internet development. He has proposed that we should build the community of the shared future in cyberspace to a new level. He has also expressed that China would like to deepen our cooperation with all other countries in cyberspace, and this is a sincere wish. So in this way, together, we can build a shared community of shared future in cyberspace. WIC Wuzhen Summit has been organized successfully for 10 consecutive years. Together with the international community, via dialogue and discussion, we promote mutual consultation and implement pragmatic cooperation, yield fruitful results. We have published the cyberspace sovereignty theory and practices, and make joint efforts in building the community of shared future in cyberspace and many other important initiatives. We implemented the 4 principles and 5 proposals proposed by President Xi Jinping to reach more consensus and promote mutual cooperation. This summit has invited leaders from different governmental departments, international organizations, universities, institutes to discuss and seek common development of cyberspace. And many leading results have been published, and the Internet Light Expo has been held for several sessions, and this takes the lead in the industry of industry. We have also carried forward many cultural dialogues in different sections, deepened cooperation in terms of use and think tank. We have also held dialogue in terms of digital civilization dialogue. So this is beneficial to the civilization communication. And we have also promoted the partnership between governments, organizations, and companies. We have signed many initiatives such as BRI, Digital Economy International Cooperation Initiative, and many projects and programs have been launched. These are the achievements made by WIC in the past 10 years, and this showcases China's achievements and dynamism in terms of Internet. It also showcases that China take the lead to promote the connectivity with the world and promote the governance of the Internet. Currently, the world is undergoing changes unseen in the century, facing the challenges and opportunities brought by the era of Internet. President Xi Jinping proposed that we should build a secure, open and inclusive cyberspace. And in the Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, he proposed that China is going to build some pilot areas for Silk Road e-commerce cooperation, and China will hold the Global Digital Trade Expo, which is highly recognized by the international community. This year's World Internet Conference takes the theme of creating an inclusive and resilient digital world beneficial to us and building a community with a shared future in cyberspace. This theme can focus on the visions proposed by President Xi Jinping in the principle of innovative and cooperation. We can deepen cooperation we can deepen the cooperation, we can pull the wisdom from the world, and we can implement the Global Development Initiative, Global Security Initiative, and Global Civilization Initiative. And in this way, we can build a cyberspace that is safer and more equitable and inclusive. I'd like to share 4 recommendations with you. Firstly, we should stay committed to innovation-driven development. So in this way, the digital world can promote human beings' progress. Currently, the new round of science tech is making breakthroughs, and the digital economy is prosperous. We need to solve the common challenges facing us. Then we should advocate the priority of development. And from innovation, we can find new opportunities. From cooperation, we can seek win-win results. Facing the future, we should strengthen collaborative R&D, strengthen the share of results, and optimizing the innovative environment. We should reject technology isolation and decoupling. We need to have breakthroughs in core technologies, speed up the transferring of R&D results to applications, strengthen digital infrastructure and cooperation. We should also promote the integration of digital economy and real economy. Secondly, we should stay committed to inclusive cooperation that is beneficial for all. So in this way, the digital world can improve human beings' well-being. President Xi Jinping mentioned that currently, the modernization should prioritize peaceful development and mutual cooperation and common prosperity. Now, different regions and countries and different groups of people share the benefits of digitalization. Facing future, we should be people-centered, giving full leverage the role of Internet in terms of improving people's livelihood and eradicate poverty. We should extend more services in terms of remote medicine, education, narrow the digital divide, and improve people's digital literacy and skills. Thirdly, we should stay committed to open and inclusiveness. So in this way, the digital world can better promote the mutual learning of civilization. Internet is a very good way to showcase different civilizations for dissemination, dialogue, communication, mutual learning, and common prosperity. Facing the future, we should advocate the mutual learning of civilization, respect the diversity of the different civilizations, and respect human beings' value. We can also use digitalization to empower the civilization innovation and civilization heritage. We can increase online dialogue for civilizations. So in this way, human beings' civilization results can be disseminated, and people can be nurtured from the human beings' civilizations. Fourthly, we should help each other. So in this way, the digital and cyberspace can better safeguard the stability and the peace of our world. With the interconnected cyberspace, all countries' benefits are interconnected profoundly. Only in the principle of cooperation and peace, we can advocate principles that is in line with all human beings' common benefits. Facing future, we should respect all countries' cyberspace sovereignty and reject hegemony. We should strengthen the cyberspace security dialogue, communicate policies, and provide so as to safeguard the security of cyberspace. China has proposed the global initiative for AI governance. China is willing to cooperate with all countries to increase the reliability and fairness and accountability of AI. So in this way, AI can be developed in a sound way. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, Wuzhen is a beautiful town. It showcases China's beauty of culture and nature. We hope that you can take Wuzhen as a platform, strengthen dialogue, profound pragmatic cooperation for a community of shared future in cyberspace. And together we can create a brighter future of Internet. Last, I would like to wish the 2023 World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit a full success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Li Shulei. Next, we will invite Mr. Li Lianhong, Secretary of the CPC Zhejiang Provincial Committee and Chairman of the Standing Committee of the Provincial People's Congress, to deliver a welcoming speech. Distinguished Mr. Li Shulei, distinguished leaders, distinguished guests, good morning. As we mark the 20th anniversary of the implementation of the 8 measures for exercising 8 advantages in Zhejiang and the building of digital Zhejiang, the World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit celebrates its 10th anniversary. Friends and Internet elites from home and abroad have once again gathered in Zhejiang Wuzhen, discussing on the theme of creating an inclusive and resilient digital world beneficial to all. And we discuss on the development of Internet. Here, on behalf of the CPC Zhejiang Provincial Committee and the Provincial People's Government and over 65 million people of Zhejiang, I extend a warm welcome to the leaders, guests, and friends attending the summit, both online and on-site. President Xi Jinping has always paid great attention to and supported the development of weak, proposing the 4 principles and a 5-point proposals for global internet development and governance. These have been recognized highly by the international community, profoundly changing the development ecology of cyberspace and providing Chinese wisdom and Chinese solutions for global internet governance. In September this year, during his inspection in Zhejiang province, President Xi Jinping endowed Zhejiang with the new position of being the pioneer of Chinese-style modernization and the new mission of vigorously writing a new chapter of Chinese-style modernization in Zhejiang, proposing to use platforms like World Internet Conference to strengthen cultural exchanges and dissemination. Just now, President Xi Jinping delivered an important speech via video, providing us with important guidance for further constructing a community of shared future in cyberspace. He also pointed out that we need a more inclusive, peaceful, secure, open, cooperative, and orderly cyberspace. This has provided us with important guidance for furthering constructing a community of shared future in cyberspace. Comrade Li Shulei, member of the Central Political Bureau and the head of the Central Publicity Department, delivered an important keynote speech. We are very inspired and excited by their speeches. We will fully learn and implement the important instructions of President Xi Jinping, earnestly fulfill the requirements of His Excellency Mr. Li Shulei's speech, and strive to make the World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit more successful, more splendid, and Greta jointly write a new chapter for the community of shared future in cyberspace. The weak Wuzhen summit have gone through an extraordinary decade, witnessing a remarkable transformation. Over the past decade, the Wuzhen summit has connected China to the world, integrating tradition and modernity, demonstrating resilience and agility. It has witnessed the long-term development of Internet in Zhejiang province and also reflecting the surging waves of digitalization, as well as the extraordinary process of Zhejiang's tremendous achievements and China's Internet enterprises. Over the past 2 years, digital technology emphasizing transformation and empowerment have been implemented in Zhejiang, accelerating the creation of a new ecosystem with technologically enabled and fully integrated intelligent manufacturing, information technology such as AI, digital twin, and autonomous driving in Zhejiang have given birth to a series of new economy, new models, and new industry. Unmanned workshop and future factories has translated to real-life scenario. In 2022, the digital economy accounts for over 50% of Zhejiang's GDP. And in the past 10 decades, digital governance that balance vitality and order has been explored and practiced in Zhejiang, accelerating the creation of the new ecology of multi-industrial collaboration and comprehensive intelligent governance. In today's Zhejiang, we have the urban brain, health brain, and the industrial brain becoming a province of mobile governance, smart working and smart governance and smart administration. With all these achievements, people's lives have been more efficient and smarter, and social operations are more intelligent. With just a smartphone, you can enjoy all the services, and with a single QR code, and you can be accessed to everywhere in Zhejiang. Over the past decade, digital life characterized by interaction between present and the future have been shared and benefited widely in Zhejiang. The province has rapidly developed an universal smart new lifestyle, whether in rural areas or urban communities. Future concepts and technological ideas are shared. Future villages and future communities have become the smallest units, leading towards common prosperity and modernization. A brighter life that is human-centered, ecological, and digitalized is gradually becoming a reality, enriching and enhancing the lives of people in Zhejiang. In the past decade, digital civilization, where the virtual and real merge, has shone brightly in Zhejiang, accelerating the creation of a new form of digital, the integration of digital and real world, and internet intelligent networking. And the traditional culture of China and outstanding achievements of the human civilization have been exchanged and expanded in the digital world. This year, at the opening ceremony of Hangzhou Asian Games, the digital torchbearer lighting the main torch tower marked a magnificent feat where millions resonated simultaneously in the digital and the real world, and creating an important and classic moment in the history of Asian Games. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, digitalization is increasingly become a core driver for accelerating industrial transformation, a key variable in social changes, and a significant marker of modern civilization. Looking forward to the future, making the digital world better is a common aspiration and shared responsibility for us all. Zhejiang will earnestly learn and implement the important instruction of President Xi Jinping, deeply advance the construction of digital Zhejiang and a strong internet province. We will vigorously promote innovation, deeper reform, focus on overcoming challenges and enhance openness, accelerating the exploration of a new pathway pathway for digital employment in the construction of a Chinese-style modernization. We will help build a more vibrant and dynamic digital world, speed up the construction of the national digital economy, innovation, digital development experimental zone, accelerate the transformation of scientific and technological achievement, and unleash a new driving force for developing digital economy. And we will help build a smarter and more efficient digital world, accelerating the popularization of information services, create a new system that echoes to the need of the people, and also to conduct efficient operation, and we will build a more shared and warm-hearted digital world, listen to the voice of people and protect their livelihood. We will help build a more open and inclusive digital world and better promote the integration of the civilizations between China and the world civilization, and help promote the inclusive coexistence of the common value of all humanity. Finally, I wish the 2023 Wuzhen World Internet Summit, Wuzhen Summit, great success, and we wish everyone good health and everything goes well. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Yi Lianhong. Next, please welcome Mr. Li Junhua, Under-Secretary General of the UN, to deliver a video message.
Excellencies, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to address this commemorative event of the 2023 World Internet Conference, Wuzhen Summit, that marks its 10-year anniversary. Since 2014, Wuzhen Summit has gathered notable dignitaries and institutions from around the world, representing governments, the business community, non-governmental and international organizations. This has allowed the forum to contribute to the global development on a wide range of topics, from data governance to digital cooperation and emerging technologies, to youth and our digital future. I applaud China for the foresight in establishing this forum for dialogue as a contribution to global digital cooperation and solidarity. The focus of this year's summit on creating inclusivity and resilience in a shared digital future addresses critical issues facing the global community. The SDG Summit, held at the UN headquarters in September, highlighted that government leaders and all stakeholders must step up collective action, ambition, and aspiration to drive the transformation needed to deliver the Sustainable Development Goals, to renew the hope, and to make a positive difference for future generations. Likewise, just last month, at the 18th meeting of the Internet Governance Forum in Kyoto, the United Nations Secretary General called for the global community to work together to close the connectivity gap and bring the remaining 2.6 billion people online, in particular, women and girls in the least developed countries. The need for swift and collaborative action for a just digital transition is clear. Excellencies, distinguished participants, at the Summit of the Future, scheduled less than 1 year away, member states will adopt a pact for the future to reaffirm our commitment to the United Nations Charter and aimed to accelerate the implementation of the existing agreements, including the Sustainable Development Goals. Ambitious in its scope, the Summit of the Future will cover the 5 broad issues, including technology and innovation and digital cooperation. Member states are expected to agree on a global digital compact that details our shared vision of a just digital future. Your discussions here can inform these processes. I look forward to the outcomes of the Wuzhen Summit and the contributions they will make to pave the way forward to our shared future in cyberspace. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Li Jianhua. Now I give the floor to Mr. Thomas Lansnowskas to deliver a speech. He's the Deputy Secretary General of ITU.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the ITU, the United Nations Agency for Digital Technologies, I would like to express our pleasure and honor to join this World Internet Conference, Wuzhen Summit. The important work that's conducted here will address key industry challenges, from digital cooperation for development to artificial intelligence, as well as greening of the ICTs, and with great additions of the youth engagement here as well. This very well aligns with the ITU's top priorities of universal connectivity and sustainable digital transformation. Almost 10 years has passed since the first Wuzhen Summit, and that time has seen tremendous digital progress, both in the world and as well as here in China. We, of course, from the ITU would like to commend the great China's digital journey, including the world-leading 5G growth and integration of 5G across the vertical sectors, as well as a vision both for China with a digital China strategy and the world with a global AI governance initiative. We also, of course, commend the support of the digital development across the world with a global development initiative that will be also discussed here in Wuzhen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are running against the clock. We, as a Sustainable Development Agenda has reached its midpoint in this year, we are only 15% on track, with only 15% of Sustainable Development Goal targets being on track. We are facing climate change that's now increasingly felt, which this Northern Hemisphere summer being the hottest on the record, and this year is gearing up to be the hottest as well, and there are wildfires bringing that to bear from here in China to across the world. We're also facing technological angst from the new technology developments, such as AI, that's been an increasing subject of discussions in different forums, and that has recently been also that discussion strengthened with the Secretary General's high-level advisory body on AI. At the same time, digital is a hope. Our recently released SDG Digital Acceleration Agenda that we released together with UNDP has demonstrated that digital technologies can accelerate progress for 70% of UN Sustainable Development Goal targets. And that's why it's not surprising that digital is dominating now the global policy discussion, including in the recent UN General Assembly and its Sustainable Development Goals Summit. The SDG Summit Outcome document mentions digital development 13 times, and it's more than twice than in 2015 when the SDG agenda was adopted. This topic also was core of the discussions in recent G77 and China meetings, as well as G20 meetings, where again the role of digital transformation was highlighted as a key. However, we still face challenges. As per our statistics, still 2.6 billion people are still offline, and developing countries face $4 trillion gap in sustainable development investments. Rescuing Sustainable Development Goal agenda needs coordination to that action at the global level. And indeed, there are a number of building blocks that we need to take into account. From infrastructure, and indeed, as United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said recently in the opening of the Belt and Road Forum, infrastructure is the foundation of everyday life, including the internet access. And it is a key priority to address as well development finance to bring that infrastructure to bear and invest in universal and affordable internet access. Digital public infrastructure is also a key to make sure that we build roads and bridges of the digital era. And this is here, ITU, together with UNDP, also gearing up our efforts with a recently launched high-impact initiative on DPIs, or digital public infrastructure. Another area is, of course, skills, which is a cornerstone, or digital skills, which is a cornerstone of sustainable growth and inclusive digital world. We need to make sure that digital development do not create new digital divides, including in such areas as artificial intelligence, where some countries would feature high up in the value chain with PhDs and engineers, and others would only be confined to doing data labeling. We may need to make sure that digital development is inclusive. And of course, innovation, which so eloquently mentioned before me, and its importance to bring digital to everyone. One area that's important to always remember is, of course, sustainability. Digital technologies gives a lot of opportunities to respond at scale and speed to issues such as climate change, but digital needs to be sustainable too. ITU does a lot of work across all these different areas. Our standards are shaping innovations and enabling them, from digital health services to green, safe, and reliable energy and smart energy saving data centers. We also help to leverage power digital through supporting countries in terms of infrastructure development, as well as countering cyber threats and leveraging ICTs for digital risk reduction. We also, of course, intrinsically linked to development of new technologies, including now 6th generation mobile communications, which with a new 6G vision framework just released earlier this year in June. And of course, our World Radio Communications Conference 2023, which will start in Dubai on 20th of November, will be a key moment again to revise our radio regulations, which is a key instrument to agree on worldwide use of spectrum and wireless technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, across our work, we always consider the importance of partnerships and leveraging their power. Through such initiatives as our Partner to Connect global initiative, which so far has gathered more than 800 pledges worth more than $32 billion to encourage digital development across the world, to our ITU and UNICEF GIGA initiative to connect every school to the internet, which has so far mapped over 2 million schools and connected over 2 million students. And of course, to our new Green Digital Action track that we are launching in COP28 in Dubai, that will bring together digital industry around sustainability initiatives and boost. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a time when the global digital agenda is shaped. We're now entering what we called 20 years since WSIS, World Summit Information Society, and this is a good moment to reflect the achievements of digital cooperation and digital development that has happened in those years. This is, of course, at a time when we're also looking in the new technologies and their impact. ITU will be doing that and combining that through our WSIS plus 20 high-level event, an AI for Good Summit in the last week of May next year, and we hope to see a lot of you there. Of course, this is also a time, as was mentioned before me, where Summit of the Future and its Global Digital Compact will also put together the new agreement for the digital development going forward. And this is the moment where we all have an opportunity to shape the digital development for good, as well as mitigate its risks. Therefore, we need to remember that we're meeting at a time when technology is moving increasingly fast with a huge potential, but the challenges that are mounting are also doing that fast. And it's up to us how to determine how this digital future for us will unfold. Therefore, I would call all of us to work together to make sure that power of digital technologies reach everyone, that their risks do not harm us, and ultimately they are leveraged to bring peace and prosperity to the world and to put our planet back on the sustainable track. And I believe that the World Internet Conference is a great opportunity for all of us to come together and build indeed an inclusive and resilient digital world beneficial to all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lamanowski, for your wonderful speech. Now I'll give the floor to Mr. Darren Tang, Director General of WIPO, to deliver a video speech.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to address the 2023 World Internet Conference Wuzhen Summit. I would like to extend WIPO's warmest greetings to the organizers of this important event and offer our congratulations on the summit's 10th anniversary. This year's theme of creating an inclusive and resilient digital world for all is timely. Technologies like AI are reshaping the world around us, bringing changes as far-reaching as industrialization, the arrival of electricity, or the birth of the internet. As with each of these previous technology waves, we are set to benefit from new knowledge, new growth industries, and new ways of addressing global challenges previously out of reach. But like those previous waves, today's digital transformation also poses new challenges and questions. The responsible thing to do is to tackle these issues as a global community and in the spirit of multilateralism. That's why WIPO, as a trusted and global convener, runs conversations on IP and frontier technologies. Recently, we held our 8th session focusing on generative AI. We're happy that this saw over 2,000 attendees consider questions that go into the very heart of what it means to be an innovator or creator. And one standout feature is how involved developing countries are in this conversation, with representatives from over 70 developing countries and more than 20 LDCs joining our most recent session. This hints at one of the major differences between this and previous technology waves. Today, frontier technologies are going global right from the start. And China demonstrates this phenomenon very well. In China, the digital economy already accounts for 40% of China's GDP, valued at more than 50 trillion yuan. And today, 60% of the world's computer technology patents are filed in China, as well as 40% of AI patents and 33% of semiconductor patents. We're also seeing different forms of IP come together to support digital growth. The largest Chinese users of WIPO's Madrid trademark system are the smartphone firms Huawei and Honor, while the largest Chinese users of WIPO's Hague design system are the consumer electronic companies Xiaomi and Lenovo. This shows that beyond the technology itself, branding, packaging, and marketing are critical to business success, with IP cutting across each of these areas. Of course, China's journey is part of the broader shift within the global economy. Around the world, 1 in 3 inventions now relates to digital technology, with digital-related innovation growing faster than all other patent categories in recent years. So this makes it critical that digital works for all. Instead of a deepening divide, we must use the power of innovation, creativity, and IP to bring about a universal digital dividend where new technologies support jobs, growth, and helps us create a better, fairer, more sustainable world. Thank you very much, and let me wish you all best wishes for a successful summit.
Thank you, Mr.
下面请全球移动通信系统协会首席执行官洪耀章先生致辞，大家欢迎。
John Hoffman to deliver a speech.
Ni hao. Your Excellencies, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, good morning. It is an honor to be with you today, and thank you, Minister Zhong and the World Internet Conference for your kind invitation. Let me start with a big congratulations to all of you as you celebrate the 10th anniversary of the World Internet Conference. As a founding member, the GSMA has been proud to witness the growth and evolution of the event over these past 10 years. And I am so pleased to be joining you here in person today, instead of over the last 3 years, joining you via video. In person is better. It feels almost impossible to imagine the world without the internet. Billions of us use it every day to stay in touch with family and friends, run our businesses, and get answers to the many questions we have in life. There is no doubt access to the internet is fundamental to how we live, work, and play. And today, more than half of the world's access to the internet is via mobile phones and mobile devices. For many around the world, it is the only way to access the internet. And it has created inoperable and incredible opportunities for businesses, education, healthcare, and the many, many range of life-enhancing services that it provides. Now, as connectivity becomes even more embedded in our daily lives and technologies advance and continue to evolve, these opportunities continue to grow. Let's take 5G, for example, the most advanced wireless technology ever seen. Today, close to 300 mobile operators in over 100 markets have launched commercial 5G services, and we have more than 1.3 billion connections. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the fastest global rollout of any mobile generation and one of the fastest of any technology in our history. Of course, China is at the forefront and one of the leaders in this space, with the highest numbers of 5G base stations and almost 750 million 5G users, which we estimate will grow to more than 1 billion connections in a few short years by 2025. When you hear these numbers, it's hard to believe that only 4 years ago, China first launched its 5G services. This growth has been phenomenal, and it keeps going stronger and stronger every year. And as 5G gathers space, we see benefits spreading across the economy. By 2030, we expect 5G will add nearly $1 trillion to global GDP, with almost half of it coming from the services sector and applications in areas like finance, healthcare, and education. China in particular has been very proactive in scaling the use of 5G in verticals, establishing new business models to drive wider usage across the sectors, and speeding up digital transformation in everything from mining to ports to manufacture to education. Indeed, as 5G grows, it brings us endless potential to all business and lifestyle sectors. When it comes to innovation and forward planning, China is one of the global leaders, working hard to strengthen its already impressive 5G networks. China's formal adoption of 6 gigahertz frequency band for international mobile telecommunications is a visionary move that will provide a solid foundation for the global industry and drive the ecosystem and economies of scale to support 5G's ongoing growth. Chinese operators are also contributing to the global mobile industry with their support of our GSMA mobile open gateway system, as well as new innovations such as 5G new calling, 5G co-construction, and sharing. With cloud and network integrations, these are but a few of the innovations coming here from China. I'd also like to highlight our Open Gateway, a framework of common APIs that will bring universal access to network operators around the world, allowing developers and cloud service providers to improve and build new digital services and accelerate the development of immersive technologies. We already have 23 proof of concepts, as well as the first commercial launch of network APIs. And we expect to see many more in the coming years, creating new services and markets and unlocking the full value of 5G connectivity, which will flow into the global economy and strengthen future investment. As 5G accelerates, it opens up further opportunities for AI and other emerging technologies. Around the world, many organizations have already started using AI to improve predictions, optimize operations, and personalize digital solutions. And the impacts will be tremendous. In fact, recent estimates suggest that by 2030, AI could contribute over $15 trillion to the global economy. AI, Web 3.0, and post-quantum network computing will also drive a wave of new investments, new innovations in these digital services, reshaping business and life as we know it. This year, it was exciting to hear that the 3 operators in China had announced their own AI large language models, which will enhance new services for customers and enterprise users here in China. Now let us turn our focus to AI ethics so that technology is balanced with its ethical use. While the opportunities that lie ahead are exciting, there are also going to take significant investments and innovation across all fronts to ensure that they become a reality. And we are going to have to work together to build the future of growth. This week, the GSMA will host a forum on computing power networks to examine and exchange ideas on how mobile technology and sectors around the world can work together. To build a critical computing infrastructure, we need to support the growth of AI and further digital transformation. I hope that I will see many of you there. Now, over the last 30 years, the global wireless community has led the way in connecting the world, and we will keep doing so. In this era of intelligent connectivity, I believe anything is possible through collaboration and partnership. And so we must work to strengthen our bonds, to build a firm foundation for the next generation of connectivity. This World Internet Conference is a wonderful opportunity for us to do this. And I'm so pleased that this week we have had the chance to gather and share ideas to create an inclusive and resilient digital world that benefits everyone, not only in a shared cyberspace, but in our shared physical world. So I wish you a very successful week, and I look forward to keeping the conversation going at our upcoming MWC Barcelona event next February, as well as our MWC Shanghai event in June. Congratulations on 10 years of WIC. I hope the future treats us well. Xi, and thank you.
谢谢洪耀章先生。
Thank you, Mr.
再次感谢各位嘉宾的
I'd
精彩
like
演
to
讲
thank
和
all
知
the
识。
speakers again for
各
your
位嘉宾、
wonderful
女士们、
presentations
先生们、
and
朋友们，
addresses.
信
Distinguished
息
guests,
革命的
ladies
时
and
代潮流
gentlemen,
浩
dear
荡
friends, the
席卷，
tide of information
网络空间
revolution
承
is
载着人
advancing
类
rapidly,
对
and
美
the
好未来的
cyberspace
无
holds
限憧憬，
the boundless
面向未来，
aspiration and vision of
解决发展
humanity
赤字，
for a
破
better
解
future.
安全困境，
Looking ahead,
加
how
强
should
文明
we
互鉴，
address
是
the
我们共
deficit
同面
and
临的时
overcoming
代
the
课题。
security challenges and
希望各位
enhance
嘉宾
cultural
围绕
exchanges
峰
is
会
the
主
common
题，
pursuit of
加
all of
强
us.
对话交
I
流，
hope that all the
激发创新
guests
活力，
with
凝聚
who
发展共识，
invited in this
深化
dialogue
务实合
can
作，
inspire
携手构建
innovation and
网络空间
build
链
a
业共同体，
consensus and
让互联网
deepen
发展成
practical
果
cooperation
更好
around the
造
summit
福世
theme.
界，
Let
造
us
福人民。
forge a community with a shared
开幕
vision
式
of
到
cyberspace
此结
and
束，
ensure the benefit
下
of
面将召开
internet
全体会议，
development
谢谢大家。
for the people around the world. This is the end of the opening.